Alright, let's get this out of the way. This S tier Super Saiyan Gohan doesn't really look too good on paper, but we'll see exactly what he's able to cook up here. He might be solid, right? I guess I don't want to completely say he's bad right now before I used him, but based on what I'm saying, he's not really looking that good. So, the issue with this guy, he's not really getting any defensive tech, right? We can take a look at his stats. 24,000 HP is a lot of HP, but these stats do suffer. Now they could have made him a little better in his passive to make up for that, like some defensive tech, but they didn't. I think he has a good link set at least though. So, I mean, we're gonna put him right here. This Gohan, what happens is he gets 140% attack and defense start of turn, then he gets another 140% on super attack. Then with each attack he receives, he gets 1 key and 20% defense, and that goes up to 5 key and 100% extra defense. So we're starting off at 160k. We're getting 40% support from this guy. That defense is multiplicative, so we'll see what this Gohan could potentially cook up here for us. Now, if you enter the turn above 70% HP, he does an additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super. And he's also supporting Heavenly Events or Master Evolution allies, key to a 30% defense, right? So, I mean, he's building up his defense. We'll see how it's going to look next turn. 4 million attack stat. I mean, I guess. It's not really great. Now, this Gohan does greatly stack attack through the battle, but he's not going to be a unit that's like he doesn't have an active skill or something. Or he's not really going to be benefiting off stacking that attack as a banner unit, right? He's not going to be the unit that you want to do damage. Like, okay, he starts at 4 million and he stacks attack. He's going to cap out like a what, 7 mil? Maybe, kind of around there, right? So, I don't know. I just not really impressed with what he's doing right there. We'll wait for this Vegeta to get his full like hits in. He could get his full hits in right now if I wanted to, but let's wait just a little bit. Let's try to get Pat the Power Kid Goku on the other rotation, and that should be good for us. It doesn't matter whether we have Goku or Gohan with the Kid Gohan, or if we have the LR Goku Gohan. I guess they're both Goku Gohan, but you guys kind of get what I'm trying to say, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we might enter this next turn under 70% HP, and we might not even get that additional, which is funny. I feel like we also very likely could. This Vegeta's not built up. Kid Goku, we'll see. Yeah, actually, no, we do. Okay. Yeah, this Vegeta doesn't really hit that hard, right? I remember he initially came out and he was able to do some damage with the AoE, but this man, like, his super attack doesn't even hit as hard as like Sin's normals. Like, I don't even know. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it with this Gohan. He's just very basic. Now there's one thing about him that I do really like though. So he gets 10% HP at the start of turn, and he recovers 40% HP when HP is 60% or below once only. So he does have like a kind of like Kai Goku heal on him, which could be very, very interesting. Now, the thing about this Gohan as well is that we'll see his defense here with 100% multiplicative stats, which is 280,000. So if we take away half of that, we essentially could get his defense to starting off, which is 140,000, right? So if we do the math like that, we kind of reverse engineer. Once he super attacks in this turn, he should be, if I did the math correctly, 476,000 defense once he super attacks, which is not even enough to tank normals in a lot of situations. And this guy is supposed to be, like, this is him fully built up with All in the Family. He doesn't have support himself, but again, like, this guy is the support. Like, I say this in certain cases, but it's like, so like it gets to a point where you have to support the support unit, the unit that's supposed to support your team. If they need support, then that's not good, right? Like, this guy is a floating option. Can't even take normals. AoEs, like, AoEs exist, right? I mean, maybe against Sin, you can potentially get away with this guy, but I just I don't know. I'm not seeing like their thought process with where this guy is going to be useful. Like, okay, let's say Broly, type disadvantage. Metal Cooler Core, I think he could be fine in, right? Because he'll be type advantage. He'll be able to take a lot of those hits. Like the Int Metal Cooler Army, like Phase does actually hit quite a lot. Metal Cooler Core doesn't attack too much, like the core part specifically. So it's like that should be fine, right? Because as long as he doesn't get tagged by super attack, he'll be okay. Okay, see, like we fell under 50%, 70% HP now, so we can't get his double super, right? So that means we're missing on attack stacks. So it just makes him weaker. And it's like that support that he has is just really weak. Like 2 key 30% defense support. That's a 2021 level of support unit. Hello, what is that? That's genuinely terrible support. Oh, see, we got a seal now. That's good. See that's at least I'm glad we're able to see the heal here. So, we're getting 50% from Path to Power Kid Goku again. So 382, and then 030 again. If we put that in half. Sorry, I'm reverse engineering the math just so we could see the numbers he's hitting. I mean, on this turn, with Path to Power Kid Goku's passive, once he super attacks, again, if I did the math correctly, he should be at 649,000 defense, if I'm not wrong with the math, which is, like, that's a fine defensive number, right? I'll double check to make sure I'm right on that. Okay, so I recalculated to be sure, and I think it's 587k, which, if that's true, and if we consider the Path to Power Kid Goku, like, damage reduction, like, that's okay, right? Like, I'll take that, right? For, like, just a floating support unit, but it's like, I'm a heal here to be sure. Yeah, it's, like, solid, but then his support is very weak. Well, what attack stat is he gonna hit here? So he's at 6 million. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. How hard does this super attack from this Frieza hit for? Let me take a look at the event, and he takes 143k, so we can get a good idea of what his defense is, just to make sure that I was right there. Because I'm pretty sure I calculated the second time, because I manually calculated it, and I'm sure you could be like, oh, haha, Dokkan math, but it's good to know what kind of defense numbers these guys are going to be exactly, so you can understand how good the unit actually is going to be when you use them and what kind of defense levels they'll be at. So this Frieza hits for 644k. So again, yeah, he's about 500, like 80k defense range or so if we consider the actual, like, boost that extreme class units will get against super class. So it's like, yeah, I mean, so that's not bad defense that he would get there, but it's like not necessarily good defense. And I think he got the Vegeta support too. So that was like a max turn for him. That like it doesn't really get better from there for this guy. No, that's kind of just what he's gonna be doing, which I would say is not necessarily great. No. Next turn, we're going to see a pretty big drop-off, because we're not going to have that Tech Vegeta multiplicative support anymore, which is massive, right? That support does matter for sure. Again, the only thing I really like about him is that he's giving the heal, and at least a small amount of support is decent, but it's not like anything crazy. I don't know. It could be better. It almost makes me feel like he's supporting for. Let me check, because like, is it really 2 key 30%, or is it potentially like, double? Like, it is like both categories. I don't think it's both categories, because they usually read at a certain rate when it's both categories. But let me check here. Whatever, because we will be able to see based on the key that this unit would have at the start of turn. No, not him specifically. It's like the Goku Gohan, right? So the Goku Gohan has 4 key start of turn. Yeah, see, okay, he's getting 2 key from this Goku, and then 2 key from Gohan. So we know for sure that Gohan support does not activate twice, because this guy does not actually get key start of turn, but this Goku does give 2 key 40% support, while this Gohan will give the 2 key 20% 30% defense support. So yeah, very funny. We'll get this last turn here, and let's see what again attack stats he could potentially hit here. And this is him on rotation, by the way. Like, as a support unit, you're going to be floating this guy. And like, sure, is he going to take normals even after this? He doesn't even take normals. And he's dead. We're just dead. Okay. I also have to mute this because of the fact that we're going to we're gonna enter the what's it called? So what are this Frieza's normals hit for? About 450k. Full type disadvantage, but he sucks. He's bad. Nothing I could say. I try to be hopeful, but no. Like, what is he doing? Nothing. He's garbage. So, unfortunate, but let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch you next time.